Time we think we have Mother Nature figured out, she does something to stun us all. Here are 10 unbelievable natural phenomena. Luminescent waves. These glowing blue waves, also known as bioluminescent waves, look truly magical. As friction hits the water, whether it's waves or simply dipping your hand into the water glows blue. This is due to a bioluminescent phytoplankton, whose membranes glow in response to electrical signals. This phenomenon can happen all over the world and have often been spotted on West Coast beaches. However, if you want to see these waves in person, be careful, as the phytoplankton is known to cause illness in humans. Polar stratospheric clouds. These beautiful, pearl-like, colorful clouds are polar stratospheric clouds, also known as nacreous clouds. They form at around minus 85 degrees Celsius, and they are much colder than your typical stratospheric clouds. What gives these clouds their beautiful rainbow-like color are the ice crystals, and when the sun reflects its light from the crystals, we get amazing colors covering the sky at around the height of 49,000 circles. Also known as arid grass formations, fairy circles are circular, bare patches that have no grass or any sort of plant life. They mainly appear in the southwest coastal deserts of Africa, specifically the Namib Desert. Each circle lasts for about 24 years and have been a baffling mystery to scientists, making these fairy circles even more unbelievable. Some theories include termites, ants, and even a grass-killing gas that seeps from under the grass stones. Sailing stones are truly a phenomenon to witness, as these rocks glide across smooth deserts and valleys with no help at all from humans or animals. What exactly causes these rocks to move? Before you think ghosts or aliens, there is actually a logical explanation. When water freezes overnight under the rocks, it creates a sheet of ice a few millimeters thick. When the ice melts after the sun comes up, the wind pushes the rocks forward. The most famous occurrence happens at Racetrack Playa in Death Valley National Park, California. Antarctica. Mount Erebus is the second highest volcano in Antarctica, and it is 1.3 million years old. Besides being an active volcano in the Arctic, the mountain also has snow chimneys, also known as fumaroles. They are formed from steam venting from the volcano, and as the moisture melts and rises, it refreezes and builds on top of itself, causing it to rise. No, these aren't alien beams ready to take you into a UFO. These light pillars are the result of millions of plate-shaped ice crystals floating down from the atmosphere and reflecting light from the artificial lights in cities and towns. The light pillars can only be seen from the beholder's perspective, whether it is the human eye or a camera, meaning that they are not stationary in one spot. Why doesn't this occur more often? The plate-shaped crystals typically hang out in higher altitudes, so the pillars are the result of the crystals being in low. The Black Sun. During the winter, spring, and autumn, in places like the UK and Denmark, thousands of starlings gather. They move between their winter grounds and their summer breeding grounds, and the phenomena takes place just hours after sunset. These thousands of birds come together and fly as one unit as they look for a place to roost. If a predatory bird comes around, the starlings will vomit and poop on the predator until it can't stay airborne anymore. While the starlings are flying together, they look like a black mass dancing in the skies. Tidal bores are a water-related phenomenon where the leading edge of an incoming tide forms waves of water that travels up a narrow section against the direction of the tide's current. They have been seen on the Amazon in Brazil, as well as Morecambe Bay in the United Kingdom. They are quite popular for surfers who might not be able to get to the ocean in time to catch flammable ice bubbles. Located in Lake Abraham in Alberta, these flammable ice bubbles may look cool, but they are quite deadly and very common in Arctic lakes. These flammable ice bubbles are full of methane, and they can be deadly if popped. They are formed after dead organic matter, like animals or leaves, fall into the lake and sink to the bottom. Bacteria eat away the dead stuff and then release methane through gas or excrement. But the bubbles end up freezing and remain as deadly bombs, waiting to cause destruction.